I want to talk to you a little bit about Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. Our government goes through this process of budgeting out the money that we have, figuring out what programs it's going to go to and where we're going to spend it on. And every year it gets a little bit more difficult to do that. There's a lot of different reasons why, but what I'm going to do here is to just give you a little outline of what I believe is going on in our state and what we all as citizens of Minnesota can do to help this in the future. As you may or may not know, Minnesota has 5 million people. There are 87 counties, about 850 cities. And those 5 million people spend money every single month. The Andersonville study of retail economics in 2004 says that for every $100 that you spend in a locally owned and operated store, 68 of those dollars stay in the local economy. Now, when you take that $100 and spend it in a national chain, some big box store, only $43 stays in the local economy. Now, that's a difference of $25. I'm going to make this really easy for you. So $25 extra that stays in our local economy, multiply that by 5 million Minnesotans. That's $125 million in a single month. Now grab your calculator and do that for the year. What's $125 million times 12 months? $1.5 billion a year difference. So why is it important that you spend locally? In the 2008-2009 school year, there were 2,006 public schools in Minnesota. Now the 2009-2010 school year, there were only 1,992 public schools. That's a difference of 14 schools. There was also 235 fewer teachers between those 2 years. The Minnesota unemployment rate right now is 6.6%. I don't know about you, but I think that's unacceptable. I'm going to take this example one step further. That $100 a month that you spend on a locally owned business gets us $68. That $100 that you spend at a national retailer gets us $43. But when you spend that $100 online, absolutely $0 stays in our economy. So if you take that $100 spent online, that's $500 million in a single month that goes out of our economy. Multiply that by a year, by 12 months, that's $6 billion that our state loses because of online spending. So it's really easy to see. When you take the entire state of Minnesota and you use this example of just $100 a month, how large that number really is. And if you think you can't make a change, it's very simple. I'm not asking you to go out and spend an extra $100 a month. What I'm asking you to do is look at your spending now. Look where you're spending that money. And ask yourself the next time you go to that big box retailer, the next time that you make a purchase online and say, is there an option in the state? Is there somewhere close to me that I can get this same product and keep that money in our economy? Because when you spend locally, you save.